Hey guys, NDTV here with some more Pokemon Yellow. Last episode we had a guest with us and we continued exploring the Sylph Company, and that was the third episode we spent in the Sylph Company, which means we've spent more time in the dungeon or in this dungeon than all the other ones. Well, this is the biggest dungeon, so it's only natural. And we're just gonna continue on here. I forgot to heal off screen last episode, but we're gonna continue on. And since I don't have a guest with me this episode, sad face, let's talk about something random that I want to talk about, and that's how base stats are calculated. Now, for those that aren't really that competitive, they might not know just how good base stats are, like how useful knowing base stats are, but or they'll just take a look at Pokemon with high base stat totals and then just use them because their totals are higher. But that doesn't necessarily mean a Pokemon is stronger. I mean, it's how their stats are distributed. For example, let's take a look at Pokemon like Hypno and Alakazam, for example. I mean, Alakazam, it has a lot more special. Yeah, it has a higher special stat, but it is the better one, but it's not gonna be better in defensive regards and whatnot because Alakazam's defense is pretty crappy. But enough talk about that, even though I don't think it made sense. But I'm gonna talk about how base stats calculate stats because I can do that. Now, I found this information on Bulbapedia, but base stats, as far as Generation 1 and Generation 2 go, HP, it's calculated differently than the other stats. Sweet, level up. But, yeah. And if the formula I'm using, if you get a decimal in the formula, then you just round down. So, to calculate your HP stat, it's parentheses that stats IV, which I already fought this trainer, which of course better IVs, higher IVs means better stats, and third floor, sweet. Better IVs mean better stats. So yeah, IV plus the base stat. Let's take Chansey for example with a base HP of 250 plus the square root of its EVs divided by 8 plus 50. That's all in parentheses. Then multiply that by the level, and then divide that by 50. Oh, I forgot to switch. And then add 10. So, yeah. Basically, the highest... using Chansey again. The highest its HP stat will reach is... I think it's in the 600s. But yeah, base stats do have quite a bit of... Base stats are important. Now, for the other stats like attack, defense, and special, or in Generation 2, special attack and special defense, that's the IV, or parentheses, the IV plus the base stat, plus the square root of the EV divided by 8, close parentheses, I missed, close parentheses, times the level. That number is divided by 50, and then you add 5. So, yeah. If you didn't understand that, then, and I'm pretty sure I didn't understand it that well either, it's on Bulbapedia. And I will link to that in the video description as usual. But it's kind of helpful. It gives you an idea of what your stats are gonna be like, and like I said, base stats are pretty important, so if you want to be better in Pokemon, you might want to do a little bit of research into that. Because just high base stat totals don't mean... it doesn't mean everything. Because they'll let's take a look at the Gen 5 metagame right now. I mean, let's use a Pokemon like Scizor, yeah. Its base stat total isn't that high compared to, let's say, something like Dragonite. It's lower than Dragonite, but it's just as good. Ooh, Hyper Potion. Sweet, I'm finding pretty useful items here, and... Okay, let's switch. Wow, I'm almost done here, because we're on the 3rd floor. And in order to progress, we need to take this teleporter here, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm saving that for last, because there's going to be quite a few important fights once we step past that teleporter. And hello, Mr. Electrode. Do not blow up in my face, because I will not appreciate that. Ooh, Whiplash is going to have to wait a bit before it gets sleep powder, doesn't it? Oh well. I would like to get it early, but a lot sooner, because I have some pretty big captures coming up. And yeah, I mean, I'm done with catching Pokemon for my team, but there's 3 Pokemon I want to catch in the main game. And they are going to be a pain to catch. Ooh, you survived through an earthquake. Tackle attack sucks. So does Ember, but Burn is going to be learning Flamethrower soon, I hope. And let's go down to the 2nd floor. That's the last floor with trainers in them, not counting... Oh wait, is there any trainers this way? Just want to make sure... No. Wait. Yeah, no. Okay, let's see. Hey, oh, I forgot to switch to Burn. Crap. Oh well. Not that big a concern for me. Oh, 5 Pokemon. And of course, it's a Golbat for the first one, but Whiplash has Body Slam, so no need to worry. Okay, and Zubat. Okay, I am definitely going to switch over to Burn for this. And if I don't finish the Sylph Company in this episode, it's definitely going to be finished in the next one. So that's going to mean, at most, 5 episodes for 1 dungeon. And I can guarantee this is going to be the only dungeon that is like that. Because the Sylph Company is pretty big. It's the biggest dungeon in the game. Like, there's no arguing against that. It is the biggest dungeon in the game. And if anyone says otherwise, then they're just stupid. Or they don't go through this place and battle all the trainers. But I can't help it. It's free experience that is going to be very, very much appreciated. Come on, Burn, when are you going to learn Flamethrower? I should have checked. I really should have checked. Oh well. And... okay, what's over here? And I didn't say this in the past 2 episodes, but the reason the Sylph Company is being taken over by Team Rocket is because the Sylph Company is what produces Pokeballs in Kanto and Johto. Of course, Johto's not important right now, blah blah blah. But the Sylph Company is what produces Pokeballs, and they are working on a Pokeball project. Oh, I forgot to switch! Yeah, called the Master Ball, which... now, for those that don't know, the Master Ball is a really good item, and it's kind of hard to get. Okay then, let's switch over to my giant fire-breathing lizard with wings. I mean, I don't want to call Charizard a dragon, because technically it's not a dragon-type Pokemon. Even though it looks like a dragon, it's not. It's just a fire-breathing lizard. Oh, sweet, level up. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that a lot. And then Wacka can take care of Magneton. If Magneton was part Steel type, this would be even more glorious. But alas, I will just have to deal with it. And you're dead. I like killing things, except not oh, wow. Wow. Good job, not Dozer, you're a Wacka. Can I solve the maze in here? I already did. Just get the card key first, then work the way down. That's the easiest way to solve this quote maze. You don't have to deal with all the warp tiles, and it's just so much easier. Did I fight this trainer? No, I didn't. Okay. I think he's the last trainer in this floor, which means I can heal once this episode is done. And wow, Dozer's actually faster than a Pokemon. And these Pokemon are not doing any damage at all to Dozer. And a Zubat will just go down to a Thunderbolt. Even though it should be a Lightning Bolt, because Thunder is sound. Oh well. A lot of games get that wrong. Or are just too lazy. Then again, the word Thunder is shorter than the word Lightning, so it's kind of understandable because they don't have to deal with character limits, or they're bypassing character limits. Okay. And I believe this lady's gonna give me the TM for Thunderbolt. I think. No, it's self-destruct. Holy crap. Ha 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 ha. Well, I could teach that to Dozer. And have it explode into a big mess. But I'm not gonna do that, because that's not nice. Okay. So this is the last trainer in this floor. Then I can end it. Okay then, Grimer. You're just gonna be slammed with my giant... What is a Snorlax? It's not a sloth. Really, Tackle? Oh, critical. Okay, I take that back. But seriously, what is Snorlax supposed to be? I could check on Bulbapedia, see what it's based on, but that's the boring way out. I want to figure it out myself. I'm staring intently at my screen trying to figure this out. I say that Snorlax is an obese child. That's the best I can come up with. I'm sorry. Okay, no items. So yeah, we're done. We're done with the Sylph Company, except for the last 3 big important fights. Boss fights, I guess. So just gonna head in here. You might have seen one of the trainers already. He was on the 7th floor, which is where this teleporter is gonna lead us. It's the rival. But I'm gonna save the last few fights for later, so see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Yellow.